No, actually, I don't think we're gonna see. We saw my mom last weekend.
Because you had iPhone school.
Yes. So I think she's just gonna hang out. She's got a lot of gardening to do, so I think her and Dad are gonna spend the day doing that.
That'll be fun.
Yeah.
That'll be fun. You know, for Mother's Day, my kids come over and work in the yard.
Yes.
It's my favorite thing. So I don't know if they're coming this weekend or next weekend, because now there's like moms and stuff in the, you know.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Lots of moms now.
Lots of moms,
I
you know. They all have those kind of things.
What about you? Do you have fun plans?
No, that's my best thing is I'm going to sit around and watch people work. You know, I love to do that. Okay, did you love our show yesterday?
I did. It was so fun.
It was so fun. Okay, so for those of you who might have missed it, this is our new die we launched just yesterday. It's called Basket of Lilies. And look how fun this is. This is a great block. Christina, did you love the trunk show with it? I thought it was so amazing.
I love the different ways to show it, whether it's in like a corner block or whether it's the one where it's like all different shapes all around. Like,
there we go.
Beautiful.
There we go. And this is the die and how it looks.
There's so many shapes on there.
So many shapes. Okay, 16 shapes on this die, quilters. And I love it because it has specialized dog ears and we've screen printed it. I would tell you that if you were to try and cut this by hand, it would just take you so long.
I would never. Like that, the end shape is so like precise that I could never.
Yeah. Yeah, I just really think it's a fabulous die. So this is our newest die to try. It's only available at AccuQuilt.com, and it's only available through the month of May.
Yes, there were some folks asking about the flamingo yesterday. She's gone. April's over, she's gone.
Yeah, the flamingo, she has flown the coop.
So you gotta get them during the month of
You gotta get them during the month, yep. Okay, so when we're talking about, always we talk about how AccuQuilt is 90% faster than rotary cutters or scissors. You're always gonna get accurate cuts. So Eric and I created this super cute little video about the newest die to try. So Erica cut all the pieces using, thank you, Miss Chelsea, cut all the pieces using the die, and then I took cardstock, created paper templates, and I cut them out by hand. So check out this video. It's really fun. Hi, I'm Pam.
And I'm Erica.
Okay, quilters, we have this great cutting challenge today.
That's right.
We're going to take the brand new Die to Try Basket of Lilies die.
And I'm going to cut it on our block on board die.
And I'm going to cut it by hand. You know, we always say, Erica, that we can cut 90% faster.
That's right.
Than rotary cutters or scissors. And always it's going to be accurate, safe, and easy to use.
Yep.
So we're going to put this die to the challenge, all right?
And I think I'm going to have time to get some sewing done as well.
I think so too. All right, you ready?
I'm ready.
All right,
On
ready?
your mark, get set,
Cut.
go.
Okay, so somebody who is not us did a little math, and you can actually cut out this die 97% faster than with rotary cutters or scissors. Some of you told me you use a rotary cutter. I feel like it wouldn't have helped. Just saying. All right. All right, so be sure and check out our newest die to try for the month of May. It is our Go Basket of Lilies die. All right, where is everybody watching from, Christina?
Oh gosh, so many. I saw in Indiana, I saw in Illinois, Los Angeles.
Florida, where it's 95 and sunny. Okay, listen,
Maryland.
it is a perfect Nebraska day today.
Yeah,
it's going to be
beautiful.
like 65 degrees.
Yes, a little bit of a breeze, some sunshine.
Good lawn mowing kind of day. Okay. All right, quilters, did you love our slideshow and our countdown video? Be sure and share your finished projects for a chance to be featured on our AccuQuilt Live show. All right, so let's take a look at some of our projects from the countdown today. First, we have this awesome patriotic project by Bonnie M. Okay, Bonnie M, spoiler alert, in a couple of weeks, we're gonna make a pattern similar to that using the tumbler die.
Yes.
It's so pretty. I love all of the fabrics in there. Good job.
I love that border too. It
Yes.
just frames it beautifully.
Yeah, it's just fabulous. All right, next up is a project by Janet. She made bunnies. Good job. Back in April or March, must have been March, right? 'Cause
Sometime.
whenever Easter was, I brought in my little bunny quilt. So good job making our little bunnies quilt. 12-inch cube, you can make one. And then next, Patty. Oh, okay, Patty. We love this one. Did you create that pattern all by yourself, or did you use our Go Quilt? So Christina, which dies did she use?
Oh gosh, Storm at Sea's in there.
Yes.
And I think Snail's Trail?
Yes,
Yes.
good job. Yeah, beautiful projects. All right, quilters, so don't forget to share your projects. How can they share them with us, Christina?
So they can send us a private message on Facebook. They can post it to our feed. Just about any way to get in contact with us so we can get those projects and put them in our waiting video.
Excellent. All right, here is my photo of the day. It's a shooting star because we're going to use Edyta Sitar's cube. That's a standalone cube called Serendipity, and we're going to make the shooting star block. Okay, so the question of the day is, if you saw a shooting star, what would you wish for? So Christina, what would you wish for?
Honestly, I'd probably just wish that my bobbin would never run out.
Yes. Why does that always happen?
It's a little selfish, but
No, I'm totally down for that.
Yeah.
Like I would love a fill for fabric.
here we go. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like that would be a good thing. Hey, be sure and type your answer in the comments section. We'd love to know what you would wish for today.
Yeah, and feel free to be a little selfish. If you want unlimited
Yes.
M&Ms, that's fine. I would wish for that too.
Unlimited M&Ms. Gosh, I didn't even
Peanut
think about
M&Ms,
that.
though.
Peanut M&Ms.
Peanut.
Okay, but you should know, Christina, she's like an M&M aficionado.
I just love when they release the funny new ones and you get to try like the weird flavors.
And
Like they did like a
like-
a jalapeno one last year or something.
And caramelicious ones.
Yeah, they're great.
and-
I love all the weird, unique flavors they put out.
I know, every now and then I say, oh gosh, I tried this in M&M, and Christina will say, oh, I had those for days. Hey, before we get started here and talk about our promo today, we have a friend visiting us in the studio today. Christina, I don't know why they say this is gonna happen, but apparently you're going on PTO for a minute. So in a couple of weeks, Christina's going to be gone for a couple of weeks, and Leslie is next to her today. I know, yay! Leslie's going to be filling in for Christina while Christina's out on PTO. Leslie, if that name sounds familiar, she and I and Joe spent a whole lot of time this year putting together retailer events.
Yes.
And so Leslie's my co-host there for retailer events.
Yes, she does so much with our community engagement, does our go-getters, all that stuff. So
Okay,
she'll be
community engagement has nothing to do with wedding planning. I asked, okay? But she does. She works with our go-getters and our bloggers, and I don't know, she does some human resource stuff. I don't know. She just helps me is all I know. All right, quilters, it's Wednesday, so of course we have a special offer for you today. You're going to get 30% off Go Cutters, dies, and cubes when you buy 3 or more.
Yes.
Okay.
So you don't have to buy like 3 cutters, things like that. But if you
Feel
buy,
free to.
You can, absolutely. We've
feel
got
free
3
to.
sizes in the Go, so
Yeah.
you know. But you could buy a cutter, a cube, and a die, and then it would all be 30% off.
Yes, and the code you're going to use is BASKET, B-A-S-K-E-T. A tisket, a tasket. Do you know that's
Oh, I don't.
a green and yellow basket?
It sounds familiar, but I couldn't say it.
I just totally aged myself to all the people except for Mike. just so you know. Okay, so the code is basket. So think about that today. Like we're going to talk about our Serendipity Qube, right? So maybe you're looking to get the Serendipity Qube and 2 other dies. What would that Serendipity Qube be?
So the Serendipity Qube, after it's 30% off, would be $84 off. So it's only $195.
It's a great, great standalone cube. All right, so let's get started. All right, so today I am going to show you a completely different kind of cube. You know, we talked about the cubes. They come in 6 sizes, 4, 6, 8, 10. We released the 4-inch cube, right? Okay.
Yes.
Sometimes I wonder. Okay, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, and 12-inch cubes, and their companion sets. But Serendipity is this cube right here. Hold on. And it's what we call a standalone cube. And I'm going to show you why in just a second. Our good friend Edyta Sitar, who's a quilt artist out of, she lives in California now. She, when we released the cube system, she said, oh my gosh, I would love to create a cube.
Yeah.
Now, she loves to do like batiks, and she loves to do tiny little pieces of stuff.
She's always got the most beautiful colors.
Just beautiful, beautiful colors, okay? So we're gonna open up this little cube and see what's inside. So first of all here, ta-da. Okay, and Christina, what do we always pull first?
The skinny one.
The skinny one, so you don't break a nail. Okay, so this one actually has a couple of different things. First of all, it has it has this little training DVD which talks about the cube, the Serendipity Qube. It comes with a mat, and then this is an embroidery CD.
Oh.
Because it is full of applique shapes. Okay. And so that allows you to get those embroidery files. And it only comes once you buy the cube. So don't be thinking, oh, I can get those embroidery files at AccuQuilt.com. You can't.
Those patterns are also available in the cube too.
Yes, there are patterns available. Okay, so let's open it up and see what's inside. I know, normally I'm used to saying, oh, let's look at those shapes 1 through 8. Now, just like our cubes, they are stored correctly. Remember, quilters, you want to store your dies like books on a shelf, okay? Chelsea, are we good there? All right. There we go. All right, there we go. All right, so there are 8 dies, just like there are in every cube. And just like every cube, all the pockets have the little diagrams so you know which shapes go back and forth, you know, which dies go in there. That's to keep you organized, quilters.
You're welcome.
All right, so the first thing, I know, Christina, is your sewing room organized?
Kind of.
Kind of. We had to replace our water heater.
Oh, okay.
And the guy had to come downstairs to replace the water heater by my sewing room. So my sewing room is actually really clean because I don't know why I cared what the plumber thought of my sewing room, but boy, howdy, I did clean it. Okay, so here is the first of the shapes. So look at these cute little applique shapes. So here, we'll turn the heart up, right? So tiny little flowers and circles and flowers and hearts. So look, here's one of the little hearts that I cut.
So cute.
Look at how tiny that is. And I love it. I just love how these small little pieces are, okay? And here's the star, okay? All right. And then, because you're gonna create flowers and such, you should have stems and leaves. So there's actually 3 little stems right here. Oh. There's blades in here. And then look at those fun little leaves.
Gosh, I could never imagine cutting those by hand.
Oh my word, no. It would take you longer than it took me to cut the die to try.
Truly.
So each die has its own little project. So here's a little pattern for a little project here. And again, most of them are appliqued, okay? And this one makes 1 daisy block that is 5.5 by 7.5 unfinished. Oh. Okay, so tiny little cute projects.
Yeah, I love that.
So if you're like a person who loves to do like mini quilts or mug rugs or those kind of things, this is the cube for you. This is really fun. Okay, and then this is a basket. And behind Christina, the quilt we have today is one of Edyta Sitar's. We use the basket there. Look how cute that is. I like it because all the baskets are different. And I feel like sometimes quilters get in this thing where they got to fill all the baskets. But she only fills one.
And they're beautiful, just the way they are. I love the colors.
Just so pretty with those batiks. Just beautiful. And again, here's the little pattern for that basket quilt, which is kind of fun. All right, and then, all right, Edyta loves butterflies. So here's the cute little butterfly die. Here's the pattern that goes with it. One of the things that I really love about the colors in this is that the butterfly look, it's two colors. You know, it's not just monochromatic.
I love that.
Yeah. So you could totally, a great way to use up your scraps, a great way to use up your stash.
Oh yeah, I've got, I swear, like hundreds of pieces that size that I could do like different colors of the butterfly.
You could just totally cut up and make stuff with. Okay, so those are the first 4 shapes. Oh, look at that. I love it when I drop a cutting mat. It's okay, we have more. Ooh, we also have more of these, but I'll try not to break everything
We
on
joked
this set.
earlier, it's chaos in the Dream Studio
It
today,
is
friends.
chaos. Okay, I'm gonna just hand this to Mike, and then we won't have to worry about it. Okay, perfect. All right, so here's the last 4 shapes. Okay, so here's the first 2. And these 2 on the die board make the shooting star block. And you were gonna say to me, Pam Heller, you have lost your quilting mind, which in and of itself might be true, but actually, no, I'm gonna show you how to make this. So this is one of the dies we're gonna pull. And then here is the center circle that cuts a 3.5-inch circle, and that's the center for our shooting star block. So I'm gonna pull that. Okay, and then look at these cute little projects. Okay, so here are our 2-inch squares, and look what you can make with this. Look at this cute little flag.
Oh, I love it.
So you would take, see, you're gonna put the star in there, and then you're gonna use those little strips in there. I know, from the stems to make little flags. I know, I think it's.
I love the creative ideas in this cube.
You know, it's just such a different thing. And thanks to Edyta Sitar for putting triangles in there, because heavens. So these are quarter square triangles, tiny little quarter square triangles, okay? So again, remember all of the pieces that you need to make the projects are in the cube. There are patterns, there's a DVD on how to use it, all of those kind of things, okay? All right, Christina, is this true? Today we're giving away one of our Serendipity Qubes?
Yes, someone that shares the video gets one of them for free.
Some lucky winner. Be sure to share our video in your personal Facebook page for a chance to win. Morgan's gonna pick a winner at the end, and Christina's gonna announce it, and we're all gonna clap.
Yes.
So good job. All right, so now let's talk about this shape, okay? These are the 2 shapes that you need to make the shooting star block. This piece that looks like a house is called blades. And this piece that is a triangle shape, this is called the glows. So when you read the pattern, oh, please read the pattern, okay?
Especially for this one.
Especially for this one, okay? You wanna know that this is the blades and this is the glows. Now, all of the cubes, 4, 6, 8, 9, and Serendipity all live in a 6x6 die board, so you can use it in all of our Go cutters. The Go Me, the Go Big, the Go, the Studio cutter with the appropriate adapter, okay? Now, you're going to need 12 of each of these shapes to make the shooting star block. But Christina, how many layers of fabric can we cut?
6.
6 layers of fabric, okay? So we're gonna have to run it twice through our cutter, okay? All right, so let's cut some fabric. So look what I did. I purposely didn't cut down my fabric because I really wanted you to see like all the stuff, right? These are the scraps that you have. So first I'm gonna cut my blades right here. All right, now label at your belly, lengthwise grain. How come, Christina?
Because that's the tight end.
That's the tight end. Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna find it. Nice and tight, ready? Low and wonky, a little bit of stretch. Batiks are different.
Yeah, they're a little more stiff.
They're a little more stiff, yep. So I'm just gonna cover my shape, just right here. Okay, while I cover this, Christina, tell me what people are wishing for.
Let's see, Judy says she wishes for her own long arm machine and some M&Ms. Kim
Good job,
Ann
Judy.
says, I would wish for my sewing room to always be clean and organized without having to do the work myself.
Oh, that's true.
Penny says, a new pool heater that froze our pool. A new pool heater that froze after our Texas freeze. So their pool heater froze, so they need a new one.
Oh,
I
you need a new one, sweetie. I agree.
Let's see. Oh, there's so many good ones.
I love a long
Mary
arm
says
and M&Ms.
she wished she could clone herself.
Oh, you know,
So-
I used to think that, and then I realized then I would be even more tired at the end of the day.
Oh, Valerie wishes for a golden retriever.
Oh my gosh. Listen, they were talking about dogs here before the show started.
So
you
many
could just get
dogs.
right in there. Okay.
Let's see. Robin also wishes for a long arm machine.
There you go.
Sylvia wishes for the Serendipity Qube set.
Oh, well, it's on sale today. You can get you one.
Yeah, or just share the video. You might win one, or like Pam said, it's on sale.
Yeah, it's on sale. Get you 2 other dies. Okay, so I have 6 layers of fabric here. I didn't even subcut it or anything. Now, some of you are already stressed about the fact that there is all this tail of fabric, but the reality is there are no blades inside our cutters, so I can have this just, look, does this not look like everyone's sewing room?
Yes.
Just like a whole mess of stuff.
Yep, on the floor,
But
under my
watch
sewing
this.
machine.
Watch this. Okay. I love it. I love it because truly it was just my scraps. Okay, give it a little love because static is built up. Oh, Taylor just sent a picture of Oakley. Okay, it always makes me nervous when it's noon and he's sending me a picture of Oakley because I think, why is she not at school? Okay, so here's my blades. Okay, and now I'm going to do the same thing right here, and I'm going to cut my little, I'm going to find that lengthwise grain. My glows, I love that term, glows. All right, so notice, quilters, it's only going to cut where there's fabric and a mat. So I just wanted to cut this fabric. I'm going to just put my little 6x6 mat out, okay, and run it through the cutter. I'm using my Go fabric cutter today. It's part of our Ready, Set, Go. If you're looking for a Mother's Day gift, boy, the Ready, Set, Go has all the things you need to get you started. Just add fabric. It has our cubes, one of our cubes, and it has, what else? Oh, a
The
strip
strip
die.
die. You could also, if you really wanted to, give Mom the Go Big while it's on sale today.
Oh, you totally should. Or yourself,
Or yourself.
okay?
We
Or-
don't typically do like 30% off. That's a big leap. So
That's a huge leap.
yeah.
So how much is the Go Big at 30% off?
So it's $179 off already.
Oh
so
my
it's
goodness.
only $419. If you get those, like
That's
another
a
cube in there and another die, then it's all 30% off.
That's a great price. Okay, I'm getting all my stuff and things. Hey, we sell these little green bags that say AccuQuilt on our website now. Christina, do you have one?
I don't. I think I need
Oh,
one.
listen, we need to get you one.
I need one of those, and I need one of those shovel irons. Real bad.
Shovel irons and a wool mat because they're on our website.
Yes.
And because we did yesterday, we were talking about Y seams. Look,
Oh, the new markers.
we sell new markers. Oh, listen, yesterday was May the 4th, and Eric and I had like a lightsaber war with our little pens. Oh, speaking of which, happy birthday to my nephew, Kason. He turns 1 today. His last name is Walker, and I really wanted last year him to be born on May the 4th.
Oh, so
and his name would be Luke
close.
Skywalker.
That'd be pretty
No
funny.
one cared what I thought. He was born May the 5th, and his name is Kason. So, but happy birthday to my nephew, Kason. Okay, and speaking of next live things, please join Erica and Lynn and I on Tuesday, May 11th at 12 noon Central Time. We're going to celebrate grads and dads, and we have a special guest, Ricky Timms. You're going to register in the link below. Have you met Ricky Timms?
I have not.
He is an amazing quilt artist. He is an amazing quilt artist. And Christina, why should they register for events?
Because that's how we pick our winners. Of all those email addresses, when you register, we put them in a randomizer, pick out our winners that way.
Yep, and we give stuff away.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So now that I have my blades cut, this is going to be so fast. You know how I love to chain piece. Okay. Okay. if you work at AccuQuilt and you're sending me messages right now, you should be watching Facebook Live. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. There really is a, you know, we always think batiks there isn't a right and a wrong side, but there kind of is. Okay, so what you're going to do is you are going to take these, and I'm just going to finger press them and just put them right here, okay, just like this. Are we good, Chelsea? And then I'm going to stitch, look, I have a little purple thing, from here to here, okay? And I'm going to do them all because I'm going to chain piece, okay? Oh my gosh, it's crazy in the studio. I don't even have my good sewing socks on. I got to take off my shoe.
Today was a little chaotic, so you know.
Today was a little chaotic, but it's all good.
Maybe there's a full moon coming or something.
I know. What I don't want it to rain, so then I can mow my lawn. Okay, while I do this, Christina, what are people wishing for?
Diane Scott from YouTube wishes that quilting made her thin, which is hilarious.
Diane, she's the winner. She is the winner if quilting makes you thin.
Lisa says she wishes for more fabric in a sewing chair.
Okay, listen, I am all about a good sewing chair. Yeah, that's
Ooh.
important.
Susan says, I'm wishing my son would come get the rest of his stuff so I can move downstairs to the living room and be organized. I hope he's watching. Susan's son, come get your stuff.
Susan's son, come get your stuff. That is hilarious.
Goodness.
Oh my. Okay, Chelsea, are we good here? I'm going to sew while Christina reads some more of these funny things.
Melissa's wishing for the Ready, Set, Go.
Okay, Melissa, get you one today. Get you 1 and 2 dyes and everything will be 30% off.
Yes.
And hey, will it ship free? If
Yeah.
you buy a cutter and 2 dyes, it'll ship free
I think
today.
it's over 150 today if you're in the contiguous US.
You'd have it by Mother's Day.
Potentially.
Yes, that would be a good thing. Yeah, if you live in the contiguous US, now is really the time.
Ooh, there's a great question from Bernadette.
Hi, Bernadette.
So she said, so to be clear, when cutting batik fabric, you don't have to worry about the crosswise grain?
I do, but it's sometimes really hard to find it.
Yeah.
Because it's such a tight weave. But I do my best.
Yeah, that was what I would say too. Just do your best. If you can find it, do it. If not,
Yeah.
you probably should be fine.
That's one of the reasons I know lots of people use batiks, is that they don't have to worry about that stretch, right, from the lengthwise grain and the cross grain. Wonkiness. Okay, so look, this is what you would do. You're just gonna chain piece for days.
I love that.
I know lots of people have this cube and have like not opened it.
Yeah, there was a comment earlier, someone said that.
Okay, if you own our product and haven't opened it, raise your hand.
This is your sign. Open it
Because
up.
we can see, we can see. Okay, I'm gonna tell you, today's the day. Open up all that good stuff. Because boy, we have some great things out there in the world. So look, okay, first of all, doesn't that look cute?
Ooh, it's like a little pennant.
Yeah, little birds.
Or birds.
Chelsea's all mad at me because I was mad about her bird the other day. We were doing a video shoot. We're doing a video shoot, and I was like, whose bird is that? Okay, here we go. See, I don't know if that dye's been released yet or not, so I'm not going to talk anymore about it. Okay. All right. So look, now we have this perfect seam allowance, okay? Now, I'm going to take my very sharp scissors, which I cut that basket of lilies dye out with, and I'm going to come right here next to this, and I'm just going to trim it down a little bit. Christina, why do we want to not cut that stitching?
Because if you cut that stitching, it'll all come unraveled.
And you will cry real tears.
Yes.
Okay. All right, hey, good news for those of you who live in the United Kingdom and Australia. Good day. I don't even know what time it is in Australia. They're probably sleeping. We actually now sell our AccuQuilt products on Amazon in those respective countries.
It's like 3:30 in the morning over in Australia, Pam.
I would be awake.
Would you?
I was awake at 4:12 this morning.
Pam.
4:12. I was writing show flows and stuff. And then I made dinner. What do you do at 4:12?
I'm sleeping.
Oh, well, that's best.
PM and AM.
Yeah.
Always taking naps.
There you go. Okay, don't forget today I'm going to give away one of our Serendipity Qubes. So be sure and share this in your personal Facebook page for a chance to win. I'm excited. Sometimes I have to stay up late, so, okay, these are such pretty colors.
I love those.
Sometimes I have to stay up late so that I Don't wake up early.
Oh, see, I could sleep. I'm still like, I could go to bed at like 8 and still wake up at like 10 a.m. Like, I just need all the sleep.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know. Back in the day, I could like sleep on the way to church. Okay, so now I'm going to take my little blades that I've sewn, okay, and I'm going to turn them inside out. And I have this little cute little purple thing. That's what it's called, Joe. It's a purple thing. And what it's going to do, you could use, what else could you use, Christina?
The end of your scissors, a toothpick.
Chopsticks.
Chopsticks, that's a good one.
Joe's laughing. It's like, what? Okay, here we go.
I feel like you could use tweezers.
Oh, you could. Purple things are best. What else? Oh, I was going to use a envelope opener. What are a letter opener?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you don't want anything sharp.
Yeah, the scissors might not be a good idea.
Yeah, here we go. Okay.
Let's see. Karen says she wishes she had more time to make all the things she wants using AccuQuilt.
Oh, preach into the choir. Preach into the choir. Okay.
Let's see. Sherry's wishing for an assistant to come clean up after her.
Okay, one day we're going to have that question. Okay, would you rather have somebody to clean for you or cook for you?
Oh, cook for me.
Really?
Yeah.
See, we're going to have that question be the question of the day one day. Because I'm really anxious to hear. Okay, so see how I'm making those little points come? Can I show you there, Miss Chelsea? Okay, so look at how cute these are. And these are going to go, and then we're going to iron them real quick. Just to set them so that they stay straight.
And luckily, I think those batiks, when you iron them, they tend to be more stiff than just regular cotton.
They do.
So they're a little more crisp.
They do. All right, while I'm doing this, Christina, what else are people wishing for?
Susan says she wants to get all of her UFOs done.
Preach into the choir,
That's a good
Susan,
one.
yes. Christina, though, there's a hope, right, that you might start a UFO.
Maybe. I'm working on my current UFO. I started it again the other day. So maybe once I get that one done, then I'll switch to another one. I don't know.
While Christina's gone, Leslie will be here, and she and I both have UFOs. Christina's job is to not have UFOs. Leslie's job is to tell me that I can't make more UFOs. I have all these bosses. Okay, so now that I've turned it inside out, don't forget our shovel iron and our mat. They're on our website. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to press it down, and it's going to naturally want to go to one side. Okay, don't be thinking you got to press that seam open.
Ooh, there's a great question from Candace.
Hi, Candace.
She says, how do you tell the difference between the right and wrong side of batiks?
Yeah, let me show you.
I think my biggest thing is one side's a little more vibrant than the other.
Yes.
Just a little bit.
Yeah, so there was a really good one here, the purpley one. Okay, I don't know if you're going to be able to see this. Okay, so this to me is the right side. And then see, look, this is a little more faded. Okay?
Yeah, I'd say just have really good lighting.
Yeah,
and
and just make it so. The reason I know is because I made this great Halloween quilt, and it had batiks in it. And when I went to quilt it, the gal who was teaching me how to quilt said, "Oh, I see that you didn't find the right side of the batik." And I was like, "What?" Oh. Yeah, I mean, she was super nice about it, but I was like, "Oh, I didn't know there was a right side to batiks." She said, "Yes."
Oh, goodness. Mary says, I thought a true quilter had numerous UFOs.
There, see?
That's a little shady. I don't know.
I'm just saying, Christina.
No, I get it.
I get it. I know.
I just don't have room. And when it's done, I want it, done, you know? I don't want to let it sit there.
I don't know. Sometimes, okay, to be honest, sometimes I have UFOs because halfway through I think, this is not my favorite anymore. Okay?
Yeah, I know that feeling too.
Okay. All right. So now see what I did? I pressed all of my blades. Okay? So now, look at how cool this is.
Ooh, Charlene says, batiks. If you can't tell, no one else will either. That's perfect.
There we go. Okay. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm good. All right. Now, I've already made half, can we show this? Half the star, because that's what I needed to do. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to lay them down here on my mat because I want to make sure I sew them together the same way. Christina and I talk about this all the time. Why do you want to lay out your pieces?
So you don't mess up, and then you don't say bad words.
I know,
and
have to pull stuff out.
So I don't
and-
have to text you at like 10 o'clock at night telling you that I'd messed something up.
Yeah, it's all good. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. So now I'm going to take the glow part, okay, and I'm just going to fold it down. Now what I try to do is do the first one, and you want to measure 1/4 inch, so I have a 1/4 inch ruler. Imagine that, okay? So I can just kind of eyeball it, okay? Then I'm going to do this, okay? Whoever told us to put it in a mason jar, you're brilliant. Okay, now I'm going to fold this in half just like this. Chelsea, am I good? Can you see what I'm doing here? Okay. Okay. Thank you, Michael. Okay, now I'm going to take and I'm going to put my glow section right here on the top. Oh, and this is why we practice. You want all your raw edges facing out. Okay? So I'm going to put this here. And then I'm going to do the same thing here with my blue. And I'm going to make a little sandwich. Not a BLT, which is my favorite sandwich.
Oh, that sounds delightful, Pam.
One day, that will be the question.
Oh, there's a comment from Lynette.
Hi,
She says,
Lynette.
I'm with you, Christina. I like to finish one at a time. I only have 2 unfinished. Not good with more than that.
See, look
She
at
gets
you
me.
having friends. Good job, Lynette. Somebody needed to. Okay, so look what I did. I made this little sandwich. Are we good?
There we go.
Okay, so I'm going to do the other 2.
So you're sewing 3 layers together.
I'm sewing 3 sections together, which we don't normally do, right? Normally we just sew 2 things together. Okay, look, this is mobile. It's like your phone sometimes. I'm like over here and I think, wait, my phone is mobile. Okay, so I'm going to fold it and make sure that little, where we folded it down, that tip is inside. Okay.
And this is one of those patterns too that the pattern card that comes with the cube has beautiful photos if you forget how to do anything like this.
It does. Yes. Okay. And then I'm going to line it up right here. I'm going to make a sandwich. Okay. We love BLTs in the summertime because then you can use fresh tomatoes.
Oh, yes. Or like
Yeah.
freshly baked bread too.
Yeah,
How
we'll
do we
make that
always
happen.
get to food?
Always, we
Every
do.
time, Pam.
I know. I know. Okay, here we go. Now I'm just going to fold it down, give it a little press. Okay, so quilters ask me all the time, why is the AccuQuilt system better than rotary cutters or scissors? Well, first of all, our little video this morning kind of showed you not only is it faster, but it's always going to be accurate. So it doesn't matter whether it's the first time or the 1,000th time, right? You're going to get thousands of cuts out of your dies. But just think how difficult it would be to cut these 2 shapes by hand. I feel like you would have to have like a rotary or a template, a paper
goodness,
template.
yes.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm just, again, I'm making these, and I'm going to pin it in honor of Erica, but mostly because it needs to be pinned. Okay? Now, quilters, did you know that our videos live on our Facebook and YouTube platforms? They also live on our website. So if you need to come back and say, oh my gosh, I got the Serendipity Qube, how can I do this? You can come back and watch them. Okay, so look, here I have these little sandwiches. Okay? And I'm going to do the exact same thing. I'm going to stitch right here. Make sure you have a 1/4 inch seam, quilters. Boy. Okay. All right, Christina, what are people wishing for?
Let's see. Someone said they wished, or Bernadette says she wished for an endless quilting budget.
Oh, there you go. I don't think I have a quilting budget.
No.
I'm impressed if somebody does. I just buy fabric and dyes and stuff. Do you have a budget? Do you have a quilting budget?
No, no.
No. Leslie, do you have a quilting budget?
Oh, she says yes.
Leslie, one time, we were sitting here between events, and she was like ordering fabric while we sat here. It was awesome. Okay. All right, so see our little diagram we're going to create now. So look, I love this. So now what I'm going to do is, okay, so on the back there are all these layers, right? So I'm just going to kind of open it up. And I'm just going to give it a little gentle press here. Okay, because then on the front, I'm going to lay that little glow down. Okay. So right here then, once it's kind of flat, then I'm just going to press my little glow. It's super cute. Okay. Here we go.
There's a comment that says, my budget is just buy what I want.
See, I feel like that's best. Okay. Someone at our office who shall remain nameless, several people this morning, were already sending us like where to buy Halloween fabric.
Yes.
Our friends at Riley Blake, holy smokes.
They just released a whole Halloween collection. And I think you got the email like twice. I got it at least once.
Yeah, it was
I
great.
swear.
People got us, they got us covered. Okay, so look, I'm just pressing down. The reason I'm going to open up those back seams is so then when I go to open up my glow right here and lay it down, see there's kind of a seam in the middle, a little press in the middle, so I know that it's straight. Okay? And again, you would totally chain piece this. Okay? Oh, I'm excited. Hold on here, we have one more to do. Yep, keep going there, Miss Chelsea. All right, hey, don't forget our special offer today for all of our friends here on AQ Live is if you get 30% off your Go cutters, dies, and cubes when you buy 3 or more. So Christina, what if they get the Ready, Set, Go? Which 2 dies would you suggest they get with that Ready, Set, Go or the Go Big?
I would say something like the tumbler, since we're doing that show in a couple weeks.
Yes.
The 5-inch tumbler or
Yes.
6-inch tumbler.
5-inch tumbler.
I don't think there's a 5-inch.
Or 4-inch.
Yeah, there's 4.5 and a 6.5. I think.
Yeah, 4-inch.
Yes.
Yep.
Because that's $14 off, so it's only $34.
Oh, yeah. And then we're going to do a little thing with the Go Snails Trail.
Yes.
So how much is that?
Snail's Trail is $21 off, so it's only $48.
Oh, use the code BASKET. Get 30% off your cutters, dies, and cubes.
Yes.
Okay.
This is we don't typically do 30% off. Like usually it kind of, the last couple of shows we've done like 25% off, so 30 is pretty big.
30 is pretty big.
Yes.
Okay, so look at this. Oh, see, look, all of you are going to say, Pam Heller, you sewed that wrong. And I did, but I think it doesn't matter. Okay? All right, so let me show you then what I'm going to do. Let me show you how to sew these 2 pieces together, and then we'll talk about the circle in the center, okay? All right, so here we go. We're going to do the same thing once we've created these 2 little pieces. Now, quilters, this star block is actually going to be appliqued onto a 12.5-inch square. I know. So it's a pieced applique piece. All right, so here we go. Fold this down. Okay, so I'm going to fold it in half again. I'm going to tell you to sew all your blades, then sew all your glows, okay? All right, so now when I'm looking to add these, I'm going to do the exact same thing. I'm going to come right here on the corner, just like this, okay? And then I'm going to create a sandwich. And now I have multiple pieces instead of just the one. Okay, just like this. And I'm going to pin it, because we should. And then you would continue to do that. Okay? Don't forget to join Lynn and Erica and I on May 11th for our next live event. We're going to have this amazing grads and dads. And the amazingly funny and incredibly talented Ricky Timms is going to join us. So be sure and register. Christina, why did they want to register?
Because that's how you win prizes.
That's how you win prizes. We're giving away stuff.
Do you think Ricky Timms knows there's a cardboard cutout of him in our office?
I don't know if Ricky Timms knows that. There is. There's one of Eleanor Burns, too.
It'd be funny if it were behind you during the show, and then that's just what he sees when he joins
We
the show.
totally should find that. We totally should find that. Yes, I love it. There's one of Eleanor Burns, too, and Libs Elliott, who's an amazing modern quilt artist out of Canada.
She's one of my favorites.
She is awesome. She came here to our studio and did this great event with the Omaha Modern Quilt Guild. And there's a great picture that I have of Liv standing next to the Eleanor cutout. Okay, so look how I joined these. I'm going to press it down. Okay. All right. All right, so when you sew your shooting star block together, it will all work, I promise. Okay, all the 12 pieces. Then what you're gonna do is you need a center circle. So here is the center circle from the die, from the cube, and it's gonna cut a 3.5-inch circle. Then, okay, this is the only time I'm gonna let you do this. In the pattern, there is a template that you're gonna cut out of freezer paper for a 3-inch circle. Okay, we have a die that cuts a 3-inch circle, right?
Yes.
It has
It's got the 2-inch, the 3-inch, and the 5-inch.
5-inch. If it's part of your 3 today, how much is it?
$31.
Oh, get you circles.
Yeah,
I
you
love
save
circles.
$13 and never have to cut a circle again.
Never.
Worth it.
Okay? So I'm gonna show you, we're gonna cut the big circle, and then I'll show you how it looks in the center. And, all right, and don't worry if it's too big or too little, okay? Because the great thing about circles is that you can make them smaller if you needed to, all right? So run it through my cutter. You would trace the little template, okay? Here, I'll put my little pieces right here so you can see how cool this looks. Shooting star block. It's really so pretty. I do like all the bright colors. Okay? And then see the center circle. And then you would applique it onto a 12.5-inch square. Okay? All right, so make sure that when you're doing this, you follow all the instructions. Okay? All right, Christina, are we ready to announce our winner?
Yes, we sure are.
All right, so the lucky winner today of our Serendipity Qube is
All right, our winner is Shannon Neal.
Shannon Neal. Congratulations. Thanks for watching with us today. Okay, quilters, I hope you've learned so much about this. This is really a great cube, okay? Don't forget it's Mother's Day weekend. So if you want to upgrade to the Go Big or send your mother a Go Big, how much is that Go Big if you get 2 other dies?
The Go Big, you're saving $179.
And we're going to ship it to you free.
Yes, it's only $419.
Yep, and the Ready, Set, Go?
Ooh, the Ready, Set, Go, I don't know.
Oh,
But it's super on sale.
Super on sale, 30% off. So Christina's going to do math here for a second.
Yes.
And think about dies that you want to get. Make sure you get that tumbler die because at the end of May, we're going to be doing a great project with that 4-inch tumbler. And we're going to do in June a really fun project with the snails trail for the Go version, okay?
All right, let's see. The Ready, Set, Go, if you got it 30% off, would be $384.
And we're going to ship it to you free.
Yes.
Okay? All right, next week, the lovely Erica is going to join me, and we're going to talk about our newest AccuQuilt die to try, the Basket of Lilies die. And we're going to cut it and sew a block and give you huge tips and tricks for sewing that Y seam. Listen, Y seams get a bad rap, but Erica and I actually made a whole video on how to put them together, okay? So next week is Basket of Lilies. And for sure, it's only available for the month of May, so make sure you're getting one, okay? On behalf of our entire AccuQuilt Live team, we have Nick upstairs. Leslie's in the house. So she's, Morgan is off-site. She's in Michigan. In the Dream Studio, we have Mike and Chelsea C. and Joe, and of course, my good friend, Christina. I'm Pam Heller reminding you that at AccuQuilt, we help you cut time so you can quilt more. Have a great day, quilters.